Hello, so you're probably thinking, you're not at university, Kyle. I've come home now from university because I start placement tomorrow, the 22nd, which is a Monday. I start at 10 o'clock. It's like an induction. They'll be telling me where I am, what I'll be doing, and basically my shift patterns. So whether I'll be working 7-hour shifts or 12-hour shifts, and then what days I'll be working. So, let me just move this stuff out of the bed. I haven't got my tripod. I left it at university. So I've literally got to hold my phone and record this video. I need to record this video because I haven't recorded a video in quite a long time. There's been quite a lot going on academically with my course. A lot to focus on. So I wanted just to sit down and just talk to you guys about what's going on in the journey so far. So, where do I start? So, last week we had a scenario week. So basically, on Monday last week, we were given 3 different stages throughout the day. First one was choking. So we had a choking patient. It was like a scenario, and we had to deal with this patient the best we can. So basically utilising everything that we've learned so far in university and putting it all together so we can see basically where we are. And they said it's best to mess up in the scenarios than on the road. So it's basically like a learning curve for you before you go out and practice, and it helped me a lot. They teach you all the acronyms to use, like old carts. If you people that know that, you'll know that, but I'll go over that in more detail in another video. So we did that. We had a patient that was acting out the scenario, and she was choking, so we had to deal with that, which I didn't think I did that too well in. I completely forgot what I had to do. So it's just something that I have to learn on. So next time when it comes to that, I will know what I need to do. I missed out a couple of observations, but it's only early days, so I'm not going to dwell on it too much. Then in the afternoon, we had basic life support. So we basically just had to do basic life support on a couple of dummies and show what we know. So we had to go in and lead. So I had to be the lead, someone else had to be the lead, and you was assessed on how well you are. It wasn't like official assessment, it was just basically the tutors were just picking out what we could learn on. And it was really good to know what we are at a certain stage. I found that really, really useful for me, and I know other people did as well. And then last but not least, we had respiratory and cardiac problems. So it was in groups for this one. Sorry, I'm going to lie down. It was in groups for this one. And there's a patient on the bed, and we had to basically, as a group, try and figure out what is wrong with the patient. So using the information that we've had so far in the university, we've been taught so far, at what questions you can ask to basically help your handover and the diagnosis of the patient. So using that, how you can sort of ask open questions instead of closed questions for the patient, as closed questions could lead to them faulty diagnosing them. So say if you said, oh, is it a stabbing pain in your chest? They might say, oh, yeah. If you say, so what's the pain like in your chest? Then it's them sort of questions that they can sort of build on in their mind as well, to give you the exact information that you need, handing it over, handing it on. So that was that day. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday was literally complete 3 days, because we only had 1 day in university, which is really good. And then I found out my placement, which I've already mentioned in a video, so I won't go into too much detail about that. So I've emailed the company that I'll be going to placement with about my shift patterns, and they said we're going to let you know on Monday, which is tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. So I thought the placement is basically where I live, so it's ideal for me in a way because I can live at home, but I'll be paying for 5 weeks of accommodation in the University of Worcester, so it's kind of not, which is annoying. And nothing's really happened other than that. No, I've been out with Lucy and spending time with my friends as well. I've had a couple of assignments due. I've got an assignment due next week, which is basically a reflection on your weaknesses and how they're important in practice. It's a 500-word essay, which you might think, well, that's nothing, but it's actually much harder than you think because it's 500 words. You kind of have to not ramble on, which I'm quite bad at. So it's not hard. It's just trying to get the word count, if you get what I mean. If it's like 1,000 words, you can sort of, you know, rumble on with references. Well, we have to use at least 2 references, which might not sound a lot as well, but 500 words, it goes up. It adds to the word count. So I've been doing that, and then we've been revising a couple of anatomies. So we've been revising tissues, the lymphatic system, and the endocrine system, and a whole amount briefly I mentioned, but an assignment coming up, we're going to be talking about the lymphatic system and the endocrine system. So I'm more focusing on them 2 systems at the moment, you know, revising them. I'm literally so tired of hearing the word gland already. So yeah, I'm back home now from placement, and I just want to check in with you guys to, you know, to let you know that I'm back home, and that's all. I'll be keeping you guys in you know, in the limelight now on placement. I'll be starting placement now, which is for 5 weeks at a care home. I'll give you a little bit more information tomorrow when I know a bit more about the care home, as they haven't really said too much about what it is. They just said come along on Monday and we'll give you all the information that you need. So I'll be able to give you tomorrow what it is basically, the hours I'm expected to do, and also what's expected for me as a student paramedic at a placement. This might be helpful for you guys when starting, you know, when you're thinking about applying for university, what it's like going on placement for the first time. It can be nervous. I'm quite nervous now, but it'll give you guys the, you know, the experience and the knowledge to know all the preparation. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little update. My arm's hurting now because I'm holding it up because I haven't got my tripod. It's at university, so I hope you did enjoy. Make sure you like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate you guys' support, you know, the effort you guys put in watching my videos week in and week out. It really does mean a lot. So thank you, and I'll catch you guys in the next video, which will be me starting placement, which is crazy. It is crazy. We did it. Catch you guys later.